Now, Sri Anil Desai. Anil Desai,
Thank you, sir.
your time is
Yeah.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
7 minutes.
At the outset, sir, Power Minister Sri Piyush Goyal, who hails from my state of Maharashtra, has assumed the responsibility to improve the situation of power in our country, and accordingly, sizable provision is being made in the current budget. Sir, year 1997-98, that the country was poised to introduce reforms in the power sector and began its journey with the enactment of Electricity Regulatory Commissions Act. The primary objectives of the power sector reforms and the Electricity Regulatory Commission were to make electricity sector free from government control by giving regulators the autonomy in deciding tariffs and undertaking activities to reduce transmission and commercial losses. The basic idea was to unbundle electricity functions of generation, transmission and distribution under the state electricity boards into separate entities with the aim of identifying problems in the distribution sector and bringing investments in the generation sector. So today we are in the 16th year since the enactment of Regulatory Commissions Act. Now we have around 27 regulators in the state and central levels overseeing the electricity business in their respective jurisdiction. The electricity consumption has grown from 0.78 lakh megawatt to more than 2.50 lakh megawatt. Per capita consumption of the electricity has also gone considerably. Now the question is, have we been successful in our mission to serve the consumers in ensuring the reliable supply of electricity at an affordable price, and at the same time attract the desired investments by setting up regulators and granting autonomy? We have a wide spectrum of consumers in all categories, from public works to agriculture and from domestic to industries. With the Electricity Act 2003 in place, we need to strengthen the regulatory system, and hence stricter checks will have to ensure at every level that result in generation and transmission to distribution of electricity to end consumers. Sir, in Maharashtra, most of the districts still reel under the darkness for 12 to 16 hours due to load shedding in the state. Though Congress-led government in the state of Maharashtra have time and again assured the state that we will be making Maharashtra a power surplus state, but it has failed miserably, and center should look into this situation that demands, because the power generating centers at Bhusawal, Khaparkheda in Vidarbha and Ratnagiri, the decade-old electricity thermal stations plant, they are in bad shape, and a regular feature that collapsing of the grids and putting the entire state or the districts and talukas under the darkness is become a regular feature. The proper replacement by modernizing these plants is the need of the hour, or else the requirement or the demand of power will never be met, and ultimately progress and development of the state would suffer. The state government's promises that load shedding is being done, or it is imperative, as people have developed a habit for electricity theft, and also consumers do not pay the bills in time. That has made them to put the load shedding in the state. But not to speak of coal block scams in the state of Maharashtra, but the failure on the part of the Maharashtra government and to control and check the affairs of the Mahanirmiti, the government-owned company generating electricity in the state. Apart from this, the Enron project in Maharashtra needs to be relooked, and something should be done to see that it is put back on track. And the last point about Jaitapur nuclear power plant, at Ratnagiri, in which my party Shiv Sena has time and again opposed to this.
My party also opposed.
Yeah, our Ramdas Atholeji's party also opposed to this on various grounds. The reason the main reason that nuclear power is the costliest out of all the alternatives that are available, and instead of going after the nuclear power, we should think of renewable energy. We should think of that non-conventional energy like wind energy, solar energy, which is cheaper and which would definitely serve the purpose that in time to come we'll have to resort to this. I hope that Piyush Goyal ji would take interest as far as the precarious condition of Maharashtra, as far as state of the condition of power in the state, and would come out with good solutions, not only for the state of Maharashtra, but the entire country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anil Desai.